Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm back again with today's analysis on our strategy. Someone was asking me, what is the name of your strategy? I don't know for now. I've not thought about any names for the strategy. However, I'll tell you that the strategy works. And today I'm going to be teaching you on how to use the strategy. So for those of you who don't know the strategy, it is very simple. Top-down analysis plus supply and demand. So when we combine the two, we get a very powerful strategies. Other things like trend lines, support and resistance just come in as a confluence for either entry or to know the price levels. So we go from the high time frame, then we work our way down to the lower time frame where we get our entries using supply and demand, but identification of the zones is on the high time frame. So without our further ado, let's go direct into the video. But as usual, you guys first subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 200 subscribers. So far we are around 150, so we're approaching 200 subscribers. Subscribe to the channel and be part of this community because I share content every day for free. So guys, I'll give you 5 seconds to subscribe to the channel and then I proceed. Okay, let's go ahead and subscribe. Okay, hope you've subscribed. So let's go ahead. Now on the charts we have GBPUSD, one of the major pairs or the majors, and this is the 1 hour time frame. So we are going to use our normal time frames for swing trading, but I'll show you an example of day trading also. So you come to we said we start with the weekly. We start with the weekly, and this is a trade that is already in play. However, I did not enter this trade because I marked my zones well, but I went somewhere. So when I came back, price had already tapped into my zone and it is rejecting beautifully. So the only way I would be looking into entering this trade is when price comes back to my zone. So some of you would be asking, what does he mean by my zone? Okay, let's go straight into the video and then see. First things first, identify the trend if you can see it on the high time frame, and it has to be clearly visible. It is not something that you're going to try and look into and say, what do I see here? Is this an uptrend or it is a downtrend? Make sure the trend is clearly visible on the high time frame. Like when you just open the chart, you're able to see that this is an uptrend, this is a downtrend, this is a ranging market. For example, when you open the charts and you see this candle here, you know that this is an uptrend. When you open the charts and you see these candles here, you know this is a ranging market, and now this is an uptrend. So what do you see here? This is something like a sideways move. So in a sideways move, it's always difficult to trade. So most of the forex teachers will tell you that you stay away in the sideways move. However, if you're dealing with the high time frames, the sideways and the high time frames, you can easily trade it. So after identifying that the market is bullish, you know that when you're going to be buying, it is going to be easier than selling. So you come and mark your previous week's candle, high and low, that is open and close, not high and low, open and close. So you mark the opening price and the closing price. This is the opening price, this is the closing price of the previous week's candle. So that means we are trading either within this range or outside. When it goes up we buy, when it goes out down we sell, but within that candle. And remember, this is just only one candle on the weekly time frame, but when you got the daily, you'll see like around 5 candles. When you got the 4 hour, there are going to be very many candles. So the trending range is very valid. Okay, so now after marking that, you want to go to the daily time frame and look for areas of supply and demand. You want to go to the daily time frame and look at the areas of supply and demand. So we marked from the high. This was this is Monday. This is the closing week. 1 2 3 4 5. this is the week that closed, the one that we marked from high to low. So the new week starts from here, Monday 9th June 2025 starts from here, and this is Tuesday, the day that we are today. So before this, let me just mark this. So this was the closing day of the previous week that we marked the high and the low. This was the closing day, and the low should be marked here, and then the opening price is there. So now we have marked it appropriately. So what do we want to see? We want to mark our areas of demand and supply. Our areas of demand supply will act as magnets where price is going to be looking to go. An area of demand is simply a consolidation before a beautiful upward move or a beautiful downward move. So you would say a consolidation before an impulse. So here there was a consolidation, 1 2 3 candles, then a good move to the upside. So do we have any area of consolidation up before an upward move? No, we don't have any up here. So we marked this was the last candle on Friday. So we marked this as our demand zone on the daily. However, it is too big. We cannot afford this stop loss. What do? We go back to the 4 hour. We go to the 4 hour. And now when we reach the 4 hour, we want to refine this demand zone. We don't want it to be this huge. So we're going to refine it to this candle here, as well as this week. So you see the precision of the tapping. We refined it to that candle, 4 hour candle. And by that time price was here. So we expected price will come, tap us in, and then take us to the upside, because that was the only available area that price can go to. If price headed up, we wouldn't be looking to sell or buy unless it went up, created a demand zone to come and retest it, then go to the upside. If it went down, we were not looking to sell unless price came here and then we bought. So what happened is, the day opened yesterday, price moved up to around, I think here, this is Tuesday, this is Monday, price closed around this area. So when it opened today, it dropped up to our zone. So if you had set buy limits in this area and stop loss is slightly below, that is around 20 pips, right now you'd be in profits of $20, targeting up here, that is around $94, which is a 1:4.5. So if you had set your buy limits to that area, you would already be in the profits of 1 is equal to 4.5. So this is a demand zone, price came, tapped in, and now it is up. So me, I did not set any buy limits, and I was not on the charts by the time price reached here. So what happens is, remember this was the opening price of the previous week, so we do not have to close below. If any reason we close below, that means we are headed for a downtrend. So we tapped the opening price and then immediately turned around and we are heading up. So the only way I would be interested in entering is when this opening candle here, for our candle, comes, taps this zone, and then it starts going up. There I'll be open for buys. But before it comes down, since it has left me, I'm not chasing a moving train, because I know it is going to be hard for me to catch it. So for now the trade is already in play, but I hope you have understood the concept. You come to the weekly, mark out your previous week high and opening price and closing price previous week. After, you want to go to the daily. After going to the daily, you know the trend that is bullish. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We are now looking like we're going to make another higher high. So now that we know that the price is bullish, on the daily, we are looking for demand zones. The immediate demand zone that is not tested is this one. This one here was tested by this week here. So the immediate demand zone that was not tested was this one here. So after identifying it, you go down to the 4 hour to try and refine the demand zone. Then you refine it to excuse me, then you refine it to around 20 pips. So you set your buy limits and wait for price to come back and hit that zone and then turn around to take you to the upside. So I hope guys we are okay up to that area. I hope we are okay up to that area, because I think this trade was clear, was so clear and obvious. So that is all. I just wanted to show you that trade. That is all for today. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you have not. Like the video if you've learned something. If you have not learned something, rewatch that video again. As many times as you can, you will get to understand something. Okay, guys, that is all for now, and I wish you a great day. Bye. Subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.